So I bought this WEN 2350W inverter generator. And since I live at over 6,600 feet above sea level, I thought that I would go ahead and put the high altitude conversion kit into the generator. So let's see how this goes. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to gain access to the carburetor. Okay, so after pulling off the cover from the inverter generator, I found the carburetor, which is right here. Looking at the pieces that came with the kit, it looks like all I have to do is pull the bottom off the carburetor and replace the jet. Unfortunately, the manual says that I'm supposed to refer to the instructions that come with the kit. However, there are no instructions that come with the kit. So we're kind of left to figure out how to do this on our own. So I did run the carburetor dry. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going to happen with this carburetor. So this is the kit that comes in the mail. It is part number 56235I-HA69. I bought the high altitude kit for 6,000 to 9,800 feet because I live in Colorado Springs, which is very high. See if I can get this where you can see it. It comes with a gasket that is about the size of the float bowl, so I'm assuming that that's the gasket for the float bowl. It comes with a bolt, and it looks a lot like the bolt that goes underneath the float bowl. It comes with a jet, tiny little thing, and it comes with a washer that looks like it's about the size that fits over this bolt, so I'm sure that's where that goes. Okay, according to the instructions the instructions for draining the fuel, I'm supposed to open up this little valve right here. So I will go ahead and do that. So it appears this bad boy takes a 7mm socket, and I will try to go ahead and unscrew it. And yes, more gasoline is coming out as I unscrew it. Not much more. So I got me a 10mm wrench, and I'll take the float bowl off the carburetor. Just in case I get more leakage out of the carburetor, I'm going to go ahead and put a rag under here. Okay, and here's the screw. It looks just like the one that came with the kit. So I don't right now see any reason that I'm going to have to use the new one. Okay, and there's my float ball that I've just taken off. Now it looks like in order to get at it, I'm going to have to remove the, looks like this is the air filter. It is. Alright. The old jet is sitting right here. You can see it kind of if I lift up the float. So let me go get the screwdriver. Okay, so if I lift the float, then I can access the screw to unscrew the jet. And there is the old low altitude jet. Here's the new jet. So you can't hardly see it. It's really tiny. And it just will screw back in the same hole the old one came out of. Okay, getting it started has taken me several tries, but I finally did it, and now I'm screwing it in. All right. So the float doesn't look like it has any particular direction that it needs to go. So I'm going to try to put it in the same direction that it was when I took it out. And I'm going to go ahead and use the same gasket that was in there since the generator's like brand new. It's only been used once. So it goes up there like that. So as you can see, this isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. But the screw is started. And I'll just kind of put the float up in there. Finish tightening up the screw that holds the float ball on. Let me go ahead and twist it so I can get the drain valve facing more or less to the front. just tighten it up. Okay. Notice that I did this without removing the gas from the gas tank because it does have a fuel shutoff valve that's shut off. So the drain tube will go back. I'll put the drain screw back in. Put the air filter back in. And it looks like it's ready to go. So before I put the cover back on, I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to try it and make sure it works and doesn't leak. Okay, so I've got it away from the house, out of the garage and into the driveway. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't have any signs of fuel leaking before I start it up. And everything looks tight as a drum. Everything looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and try starting it.